their country in the Iraq War. Since that day, 2,800 Americans have been killed. More than 20,000 have been wounded, most in gruesome fashions. And we've spent $450 billion when Secretary Wolfowitz told us the Congress would pass only $3 billion in appropriations to fund this curious exercise. According to the National Intelligence Estimate, we have been made less safe. The other members of the Axis of Evil, Iran and North Korea, have developed or are developing nuclear weapons. We've forgotten our mission in Afghanistan, where a democratically elected government is slowly losing control of the country. The war in Iraq has produced more terrorists. According to the National Intelligence estimates, it has found that the Iraq war has created more terrorists and terrorist sympathizers than have been destroyed. Iraq has become the central front on the war on terrorism, simply because this administration has made it so. Vice President Cheney said the insurgency was on its last throes. More Americans die every month than did when the actual war itself was going on. Again, the national intelligence estimates have said that fanatical terrorism has metastasized and spread across the globe. At each and every turning point, the toppling of the Saddam Hussein statue, the dissolving of the Iraqi army, the creation of the Iraqi constitution, the vote for the constitution, the parliamentary elections, the capture of Saddam, or the death of Zarqawi, the Bush administration has told us that the victory is at hand. Meanwhile, the blood shed intensifies, hope dims, and more Americans come home with terrible wounds or in body bags. Mr. Speaker, this nation has to have a plan, and it is time that the President, whose war this is, come forward with such plan as to how we can win. Staying the course is failed. Americans will support what has to be done to get us out with honor and dignity and to win. Now, the President can claim that he has the power to do these things, and clearly under the Constitution he does. But the President also has the duty to come forward with a plan that can be understood, accepted, carried out, implemented, and successful for the American people. If we are committed to stay in Iraq, the President must face the American people and adequately prepare them for the truth that his desires for Iraq will make more soldiers, more money, and cost more lives. The American people respect and admire leadership and honesty. They admired it in Roosevelt, in Truman, and in Ronald Reagan. Honesty begins with making an honest accounting of the costs and coming forward with a truthful statement of where we are and what we must do. If this nation needs more equipment for our soldiers or needs more soldiers over there, then we must be told that, and the President must face that. And we must do what has to be done to see to it that we have the proper forces there to prevail. This war is being charged to our children and grandchildren. We need to examine whether or not it is just and proper for us to do that. We must pursue with vigor the diplomatic front. The countries in the area must be involved. And certainly little sign of that taking place is visible to all of us. We have to swallow our pride. Let us talk to everyone. Re-engage the Syrians and the Iranians, in addition to those countries which are our allies in the region. And as we approach the fourth year of this war, which must be observed as longer than we were committed to the war in Europe in 1945, Syria and Iran have to be explored as possible participants in the solution to the problems which exist there. The President must look the American people directly in the eye, and he must deal honestly with our people. He must provide the generals with what they need and not shortchange our troops. We have only one option, and that is to either win or to get out. Mr. President, your country asks you, if Iran is so central to our security in the future, why haven't you made it possible to win? And why have you not provided our military with the assets and the strategy that they need to win at the earliest time? I was a soldier in World War II. Our purpose then was to win quickly, to win strongly, and to do so at the least cost to our people. Victory was our goal, and we were committed to it, and we worked for it. In this world, the only thing that will count in this matter is success. In this war, there has not been strong leadership from the White House to achieve our goals. As the President dithers, American soldiers are killed and maimed. Let's win or get out.
Gentleman's time has expired. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Arizona for 5 minutes.
Madam Speaker, I ask unanimous consent to revise and extend my remarks.
Without objection.
Madam Speaker, I rise this morning in remembrance of a great American and great Arizonan, Bob Goldwater. If the last name sounds familiar, it should. The brother of Arizona's favorite son, Bob Goldwater, labored alone